Well, hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a great weekend here. Let's go ahead and discuss this tale of two markets. First of all, I'd been asked recently for my updates on gold and crude oil and why I hadn't really been talking about them much of late. Well, let me go ahead and actually just hit that first, then we'll hit the swing trades and the day trades elsewhere. So, as we take a look at gold, for instance, gold, we had this big negative divergence back over here with this big distribution bar over here. And so effectively what this is just one big area of resistance here. Okay, coming off of the negative divergence, and then the IRB here. So this is a institutional distribution resistance area, and so as you can see, we've basically just been sideways and technically damaged here for the last several weeks. So there's just nothing there of excitement. You want to get me excited? Give me a bunch of buy signals on like my ITP indicators, for instance, or even TRP and so on and so forth. But we don't have that. We don't have the good signals there. This is just sideways and technically damaged. Hence, you see a lot of blue in there and going nowhere fast. And then as far as crude oil is concerned, crude oil is really not a whole lot better. In the backdrop here, you kind of see it was, so over here, we had the good moves. Remember, I was saying that's what I like to see. Give me my indicators firing off. Lots of, go to the upside here. All right, but then we got the negative divergence. Where does that sound? Good thing, Wealth Charts just kind of automatically pops that in for me. And now, so then it's been, a resistance overhead, same kind of thing. And so what we have here, we have, IRBs in the backdrop here, same like we did with gold. And so those are areas of institutional resistance here. So to even give this a second look, I got to start getting back up above that resistance just again for a second look. And you're not really going to impress me much until we really back up above that distribution. So from those perspectives, not a lot there, that I'm looking at. So let's get back over to what I am going ahead and looking at here, shall we? Because this is more action. I don't want dead money. I want to go ahead and see market movement and activity. So starting off with the swing trading. Swing trading, bottom line is we are still in a buy side market here on the swing trading basis. And of course, you guys know I follow what my indicators say. I tend to lose a lot of money when I trade against my indicators, and I had a phenomenal 2023. So what does that mean? Well, I was sticking with my indicators, right? So and as we're kicking off 2024, what do you think I'm doing? Sticking with the indicators. So here, we are more the buy side. I tend to get much more aggressive when the market is back up above the speed lines here, and we are bullish, and so that led to some really phenomenal moves to the upside here. And so what does that mean then? Well, what that means is if I can tie in the swing trading basis along with the like hourly markets and then 5-minute 1-minute markets, I'm going to be looking at some really great buy side stock index plays. But if not, then what I'm going to be doing is we'll talk more about in just a moment. And so let's go back over to the swing trade side of things. So we've established we're still in the uptrend, and we've got a lot of work to do. I mean, look at how much damage we've got to cause. Yes, we did hit those key areas back over here, but the market still bounced, and then it still bounced. We've got to get down through this area, this area before we're going to start really getting much more looking for the bearish side. Even then, I suspect we'll find some good bullish plays out there, or maybe gold, crude oil, and that will come back to light. So we'll keep an eye on that. But what I'm looking at, knowing that I'm looking for long side trades, well, I've got countless scanners inside of Wealth Charts that I can go ahead and focus on, like Wealth Scanner, right? What a great way to go ahead and find potential opportunities. Here, we just always find some of the most interesting scoring, the ones that are scoring up and starting to come up in the ranks, right? And then, of course, we can always, find the ones that have already had great moves. So the ones that are kicking off great moves that have a lot of potential, and the ones that continue to take off, like you guys have heard me talk even way back at the Wealth 365 365 Summit. That's why you can't get information like that. There's so many trading and investing shows and events and everything else out there. But we talk about these really powerful strategies, and you saw what happened. I was talking about NVIDIA there at the January Wealth 365 Summit, and look what it's done. It's gone up several $100 or $250, $260, since that time here. And it's great to have those strategies and learn those, right? And so you can use a tool like Wealth Scanner. This is the compact version of it instead of the full version that you get, of course, within Wealth Charts there as well. But the point is, take a look at your favorite instruments here and look for those moves and those opportunities like CSX, which was showing up on our sector scanners in the railroads. There's so many of these railroads that have been doing really great here for some time on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, a daily basis. Look at those railroads. They've been showing up on the sector scanner for quite some time. So you can use the sector scanner. Then you can tie that in and create a watch list and follow those things on the Wealth Scanner. You name it, right? There's lots of these different tools inside of Wealth Charts just to find your favorite long-side opportunities. And that's what I'm trying to share with you. Whether it's just a quick scan to find some of the hottest plays to tie along with those daily charts, whether you want to really look at kind of a multi-time frame analysis using tools like daily, weekly, monthly, you can find some great ones in Sector Scanner. I've taught you how to do that several times. The point is, I'm looking to go with that trend. That trend is your friend until the bend in the end. Then we back off. But what's happened is everybody's been trying to call the top, call the top, call the top, missing these opportunities, or worse yet, shorting and finding out the hard way that going against indicators can be very hazardous to your financial health. So as we bring it back, just like I said, look at some of these different tools and scans. So one of the things you can always do, go right up here in the upper left-hand corner of Wealth Charts. Go right down here to Premium Tools, and see some of the different types of tools. And Scanner Wealth Finder is a highly rated one. People love the Wealth Finder tool. I didn't even show you that one today. A lot of great tools in here that you can use amongst so many others in Wealth Charts there. So that's a great place to find on the swing trading basis. Now let's go ahead and get back into the day trading basis. All right, so one of the things I was sharing like with my mastermind group is on the mastermind side of things. Let's take a look at what the stock indices were doing. We were getting a negative divergence over here, right? See the negative divergence like we did where we talked about with gold and crude oil. Remember that? Well, as you can see here, we also went ahead and had that even on an hourly basis. Okay, so we got an hourly basis, got a distribution bar. So what am I worried about? A lot of pullback. All right, so here's how I'm looking at something like this. We've got these key areas of support, and I taught you a lot about these areas at like the last Wealth 365 Summit. The next one of those is coming up at April 8th through the 13th, so make sure you go ahead and get signed up for that. I don't have a registration link, just mark it in your calendar for now. I'm just giving you peer value today in today's video. And so what happens is that now we have these key support areas. Well, every time we break through these key support areas, I'm looking for these moves to the next level down. And so even here on Friday, same thing. You'll see the 5-minute was down, the 1-minute was down. And so what I'll do is, if the daily chart is under pressure like it is with a negative divergence, the hourly chart is under pressure with a negative divergence, but the backdrop is bullish, I'll wait till we break through one key support area and we have range to go to the next key support. And I know that it's hard to see these areas in here to put this in perspective, but these are some pretty big moves of opportunity that you can get in a very short amount of time, leading to hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars of opportunity very quickly. And so what happens is that if I've got my 5-minute in the downtrend, I've got my 1-minute in the downtrend, then I'm looking for short-term trades down to the next key support level on the like the hourly chart, or if there was a daily support there. I'm looking to do that with very light size and very tight stops, right? That's a much more advanced strategy. The preferred strategy is actually to go ahead and be waiting until we're back up above these speed lines. We've got the green champion cross, the green champion trend. We've got the rising support here. Then, of course, looking for a fresh longside trade. Well, the problem is once we get those nice blast offs, but then we're making higher highs in price, but we're making lower highs in like my ITP indicators, well, that's not what you want to see, right? Because bad things can happen very quickly there. So then I'm going to be looking for potentially short-term shorts, or if you're a novice trader or not doing as well with your trading as you'd like to be, you don't have a pedigree of success in the recent past, then the best thing to do is to step aside, from these short-term shorts and just say, okay, I'm going to wait till we get back up here and get bullish again on the hourly chart, and the daily starts breaking up above these distribution bars for the next round of long side opportunities. So that's the way you have to look at it. So again, to recap these things like gold and crude oil, not looking great yet for the reasons I showed you. The overall net, like the SPY, very bullish. And so then we can look at some of our great, wonderful instant long side finding, trade opportunity identifiers here inside of wealth charts to go ahead and find those opportunities that have those continuation longs, just like the NVIDIAs that I talked about at the Wealth 365 Summit, railroads that I was talking about when we were reviewing how to use like the sector scanner recently. The railroad's still doing well. Oil, gas, midstream, and that. Some like the stocks like the Venoms and Stings had done really well in recent past. So different things like that. So those are the opportunities there, from a swing trade basis. Otherwise, what we're looking at is these short-term intraday trades. The preferred ones are getting these 1 minute, 5 minute, hourlies, and dailies in sync. Those are the ones that lead to the most exciting moves, the fastest. Again, those $1,000, $2,000 plus moves very quickly on an intraday basis, even on like a single contract. Or we look for the short-term trends where the 1 minute, 5 minutes are going down while the hourlies and dailies are still up, but there's room to grow between key support levels to the downside. But understand, tight stops and small size. Tight stop and small size if you're doing that. And of course, make sure you got a recent pedigree of success. Otherwise, so that you have something to fall back onto. Otherwise, if you're not willing to do that, you don't want to go ahead and compound unnecessary losses, then let things get back there where everything's kind of back in sync. So it's a tale of two markets there. We have the swing trading side of things versus like right now with the day trading side under pressure, leading to opportunities on both sides of the fence, as I've been talking about with my mastermind group. And so a really exciting market right now, because there's something for everybody, whether you're a day trader, a swing trader, and it's really exciting. So I kind of want to give you an update there and let you know what I was seeing. For those of you that had been asking about my gold and crude oil thoughts, wanted to do that. Wanted to hit the swing trading side and wanted to hit the day trading side. How I'm looking at all these markets and focused on them right here, right now. So it's great to go ahead and talk to all of you. Thanks for all the support. For those of you guys who gave me the nice notes and wishes for the surgery I had a week ago. But I am here and ready to continue to fight the good fight with you guys each and every day. Love you guys, and thanks for being the world's greatest students. We'll see you in upcoming videos. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.